Hello everybody, this is Master BC.
Red Rose!
And it's Eric from Team Stardust.
Jeremy the Dragon Duelist.
Nick Rock.
And our guest is Daniel.
Yeah.
Or as on my channel, we called him Caveman. Which that was Master J's idea. And this is Let's Talk Franchise! This is the first video of our new series, Let's Talk Franchise. In this video, we will be talking about Dragon Ball Z.
We have 6 questions.
6 questions for each person. Jeremy, you start your question.
Okay. My favorite character besides Goku.
You have to say the question.
Yeah. What is?
Okay. What's your favorite character besides Goku? Well, there are a lot of characters out there. Hints to a couple games that come down the line way later in the episode. But my favorite character besides Goku would have to be I guess Frieza, because he did actually put up a good fight. It wasn't just a one-way battle. Well,
Who's your favorite, Eric?
I'd go with Gohan. Because he surpassed his father at a very young age. At the age of 11, he reached Super Saiyan 2.
True that.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Mine would be, Future Trunks. Because,
Oh yeah, he kind of reaches Super Saiyan 2, but reaches the false Super Saiyan 2.
yeah, he
That's
becomes
Super
Again.
Saiyan 2 is super.
He reaches a false Super Saiyan 2 in the Cell games. Instead of getting both speed and strength, he just gets buffer
he gets some strength.
and loses his speed.
Yeah.
It's not false Super Saiyan 2. It's Ultra Super Saiyan.
Yeah. It's,
Well, I considered it a false Super Saiyan 2 because he was trying to get into a Super Saiyan 2. You could barely see their heads.
Alright.
Let's go, Daniel.
what's your...
Vegito.
Oh yeah, true, because he's stronger than both Goku and Vegeta, and he can turn Super Saiyan Blue.
And plus, he ain't Goku. It's a own character. It has the equivalence of Vegeta's mind too. It pretty much makes a whole different character.
So, my favorite would have to be Whis. Whis is the one who teaches Goku basically how to do, if I do believe, Limit Breaker, or is it,
Ultra Instinct, but he doesn't really teach him how to do it.
Gyro.
He just figures it out on his own.
well, he
In
gets,
a way by accident.
Whis teaches both Goku and Vegeta how to fight more, and then Goku unlocks the new power, which makes it cooler. I don't think she's watched Dragon Ball Z at all,
I have not.
so I'm just probably gonna assume
What
she'd rather.
What characters do you know?
Probably just the ones we named.
Probably.
She'll probably go with Bulma. Smart, creative, rich.
Bossy.
All right,
Goku slapper.
all right, Red. Yours. Well, no, it's Daniel's now.
Oh,
Favorite fight scene? Alright. My favorite fight scene would have to be when Goku fought Cell during the Cell games.
Actually, that is one good fight.
Yes, it is. Very good one. That's actually a really decent fight. I enjoyed watching it.
My favorite would have to be Super Saiyan Blue Goku versus Golden Frieza.
That's a very good fight.
Yes, because watching Goku transform into Super Saiyan Blue, it's like you've never seen a transformation like that before. It makes it way better.
Way better and cooler.
Yeah.
Mine would be the one where Vegeta is fighting Kid Buu and he kept on getting back up.
Okay,
Vegeta keep on getting back up and fighting, and I think that's when he got Super Saiyan 2. I don't.
Who?
Vegeta. Yeah.
No, he got it
Alright.
when he fought Goku.
All right.
My
He fought it when he was.
That was that's also
Mashu.
that's also one of my favorite when he's fighting Goku versus Majin Vegeta. That was also another favorite.
Well, mine is technically a newer fight that didn't last long, which is still gonna happen. Ultra Instinct Goku versus Jiren.
This is yours.
For reasons.
SSJ Super Saiyan.
Is Goku better
Super
Super Saiyan
Saiyan.
God.
Super Saiyan God
Or Super Saiyan Blue.
or Super Saiyan Blue?
I have to say Super Saiyan God.
Yeah, the red hair makes it look a lot cooler. He's got his normal hairstyle, but it's red, and his aura, when you first seen it, it's like something way powerful. He couldn't even reach it on his own. But with the Super Saiyan Blue, he can reach it anytime he wants.
I think Super Saiyan God is actually looks more clear and clean than the Super Saiyan God Blue,
Well, I gotta admit,
in my opinion.
both forms are good,
Yeah.
but when I saw Super Saiyan God for the first time, I thought it was cool because he had to gather it from all the other Saiyans, but still he put up a good fight against Lord Beerus. But Goku reached his limit that time.
Mine is Super Saiyan Blue. Yes, Super Saiyan God is strong too, but it's not as strong as Super Saiyan Blue. Yes, it doesn't take as much stamina out of him, but if he's in a real pickle, he just goes Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, which he can only do when he's in Super Saiyan Blue. Because the controlled key of Blue is calm and collected, which is how he can keep Kaioken under control without too much of a strain. Of course, it could still kill him.
Mine would have to be Super Saiyan Blue as well, because seeing it in Super, when they first show it in Super instead of the movie, was awesome. Because you already knew the transformation was coming out, but when they first showed it in Super, it was just like a new transformation for him that Frieza didn't know about. But he still got whooped by Frieza in his golden form, because I don't even know why.
Alright. My question for everybody is, who is your favorite villain from DBZ and why?
I have to go with Cell. Because Cell, not only because he's green, because green's my favorite color, but because he can put up a decent fight until Gohan pushed him to his limits.
I would agree, but then mine would have to be Kid Buu. Because when Goku fought Kid Buu, he was at a stance where he could have died if he didn't do that Spirit Bomb. If he wasn't able to do that, the whole world would be destroyed. Which made it way harder for the Z Fighters to destroy Kid Buu.
And because,
Actually, Goku himself stated that he could have killed Kid Buu in Super Saiyan 3 if he would have just went all out instead of let the fight drag on to give Vegeta a turn.
Yeah. So, Goku, fricked up.
The only one he wouldn't have been able to beat in Super Saiyan 3 was Super Buu because he had absorbed Gohan, Gotenks, and Piccolo.
True. But when they turned, Vegito...
Vegito was just toying with him. He wasn't
Yeah.
going serious at all. He was doing it to make Buu absorb him so they could rescue the others before destroying him.
Yeah.
Because if they would have killed Buu while he had them absorbed, then they would have died too.
Yeah.
And since they were a part of Buu, trying to bring them back would have brought Buu back.
All right. My favorite villain would be also Cell, because he practically brought back the World Tournament.
but in his own little way, called
Yeah.
the Cell Games.
Yeah.
So, who's your favorite, Daniel?
Are we just limited to the series, or can we include movie villains too?
Movie villains
Movie
too.
villains.
Yeah.
That would be Broly.
Oh, I didn't even think of that one.
Neither did I, honestly. I forgot
Because
you-
he's the only movie villain that appears in multiple ones, not just one. There's Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan, Broly's Second Coming, and Bio Broly, even though Bio Broly's wasn't as good as his first two, but still, he's there.
I remember
And
like
he's completely
I remember
overpowering.
like a couple Christmases ago, we watched all three of them at the one time.
Oh, I used to own him, but sold him to Joey, and he gave him to CJ. I don't
Yeah.
know what they did with him.
Alright.
I'm not gonna choose Frieza again because that would just be weird.
Not really, just means he's your favorite character out of everything.
Yeah. But my favorite villain was Janemba because I didn't really care for Vegito that much. I rather have had Gogeta. Because Gogeta just, like, literally, if he was to do that move on Vegito, I think Vegito would have been destroyed.
No, he wouldn't have. He would have completely annihilated Janemba.
No, I'm talking about if Gogeta was to do that spirit ball thing on Vegito, he would have been destroyed because it
Nope.
ripped straight through you.
Nope. That only works on evil beings. And Vegito, while yes, he has Vegeta in him, is not evil. So that move would have been completely useless against Vegito.
Now,
Whereas Spirit Sword or his other move, Final Kamehameha, would have completely destroyed Gogeta.
well, also,
And you also have to
Gogeta
think.
has that other one.
You gotta think. I don't care what they said in Super, Vegito does not have a time limit. That is just something that this other person who works with Toriyama on Super made for the show. And since it was not done by the original creator of the series, I don't consider it an actual fact. It's just his opinion. Vegito has no time limit. When they fuse, they're stuck together. And also in Super, when Goku defeated Kelpa and destroyed the earrings, they diffused. Which in Super, when Kibito Kai gave Vegeta and Goku his earrings to be able to fuse into, because they wanted him to fuse into Vegito again. They crushed his earrings, but he didn't revert back to normal. Now did he?
No, he didn't.
That was just that other guy. Those are just his ways of trying to make it seem like Vegito, or any Katara fusion is weaker than the dance fusion, which isn't.
Alright.
We all settled with that question?
Alright.
I got a lot, but yeah, that would take forever for me to keep going on
Alright.
this.
Alright, my question is, what is your favorite Dragon Ball Z game?
That's easy. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
Yeah, mine too.
Mine too.
I'd
have to
have
go with that.
I'd have to go with the new game Xenoverse.
I like Xenoverse and Xenoverse 2, but it just is not as good as Ultimate Tenkaichi 3,
Yeah.
which is sad because you'd think the games would get better. No, they got worse.
Because Dragon Ball Z Budokai...
Yes, all these games have their good benefits. Like in Xenoverse 1 and 2, you get to create your own character and give them all these sorts of moves. Big deal. You could kind of do that in Ultimate Tenkaichi, which, at least in Ultimate Tenkaichi, they gave your character his own storyline.
Yeah.
And he could speak.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can talk. The only time your character in Xenoverse 1 or 2 could talk is when he's doing a move that allows him to talk.
Yeah.
Kamehameha.
That's about it. But that ain't why that game just isn't as good. I feel like the Xenoverse games could have been better if they allowed like move clashes, like in the old games when they both did a ultimate or super against an ultimate. You was able to clash and see who would win by moving the analog stick.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
But
Also,
it kind of broke the analog sticks sometimes.
it's only if you do it too rough on the controller.
Yeah.
We used to just.
But even so, that would have been a good inclusion in Xenoverse 1 and 2. I'm just hoping that their next game, I'm not talking about Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I love the graphics and the animation, but I do not like the battle format, where it's basically
Every character against you.
no, it's not. It's your character stands on one side, the other character stands on the other side, and it's basically like Tekken or Street Fighter. No, if they made it more like Tenkaichi 3, where it's movable, you can go around the map and everything, and just beat the crap out of the other person.
And keep
That would be awesome.
keep the damage effect on the area where places got destroyed.
And destroyed clothing.
I remember playing it when I was about maybe 10, I believe, with my brother, and I'd be on it for hours, and he would too. We'd be playing it.
They have that game at Bud's, but it's $50.
Yeah, because
Just to
it's
get
that
that
good
game.
of a game.
I know, it's a PS2 game, it's been out for years, and yet,
It's still popular.
yeah.
Very
Most
popular Dragon Ball Z
And
game.
it still has
I would
one
have
of
to
the
say
best
it is the
graphics.
most popular. And
You-
if we were talking more about just video games, I could go into other games that are not Dragon Ball Z related, but that's not what we're doing today.
Now, yours, I'm guessing, is Tenkaichi 3.
Yes.
Alright?
Last question.
Okay, who is your least favorite character? Mine, I would have to say, would be Mr. Satan, because he was a fucking joke. Honestly,
He only was there to make the audience laugh, pretty much. That's
And-
pretty
But
much
he
what he
never
was.
dies.
because he was always a wuss. He said he's gonna fight Cell and everything. It never happens because Cell would just knock him out in one hit.
He did.
He did. He flung him.
He went.
It was funny. That's why they
Just
made
like
Hercule
Beer,
pretty much.
what Beerus did to Goku.
My friend actually made a character on Xenoverse 2. All he has to do is flick Hercule and boom, dead. All, he just goes,
Even in the Dragon Ball Z games, Hercule is incredibly weak. Like in Ultimate Tenkaichi, he can't really hurt anybody, even with all these super powered up abilities with those earrings that you get him for equip to increase like health, attack, speed, moves, that stuff. It didn't matter.
Except for in Tenkaichi 3, where he actually
no.
was able to have like Kamehameha and
No,
stuff.
he wasn't.
now I like how,
You could edit them and give them
No,
moves.
you couldn't.
Oh wait, no, that was a different game.
now I
That
like,
was Super Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
And Hercule wasn't in it. But that was the one and only game where you could use adult Chi-Chi from the 22nd or 23rd World Tournament in Dragon Ball. That is the only game where you could use her, and it was also the only game where you could use Gohan with the Z Sword and Elder Kai outfit. Well, Supreme Kai outfit. But yeah.
I kind of actually like how Hercule is in Xenoverse 2, where when you're fighting in the Cell games with Gohan, he becomes, he gets
That's
superpowered with...
Xenoverse 1 and 2.
Xenoverse.
But he's a lot harder in Xenoverse 1, but that's only if you're not at the right level.
Yeah, he will
That-
instantly.
You get to
So-
the right level, it's just child's play. Oh, worst Dragon Ball Z game I have ever played would have to be Dragon Ball Battle of Z. That was the absolute worst.
Yeah. I've played that. I don't like it.
Because even when your teammates die, if they die too much, you lose. You don't even have to die, just them. If they all keep dying, it's game over. And you can't really train to level up to be able to beat those levels. It's just ridiculous and pointless. I did not like it. And basically, that's where they took Xenoverse from. The way they did Battle of Z. A free roam, basically, but they just made it a little better, but still, it was not as good as I hoped.
My least favorite character would probably have to be, I would believe, Kid Gohan. Because when he was a little kid, yes, he was powerful.
But scared.
He was too scared to fight, which made him weak.
That was only when they fought Vegeta and Nappa. When they went to planet Namek, he proved to everyone how strong he really was, especially when he took on Frieza in his second and third form. He actually made Frieza struggle against him when he just went all out against Frieza.
What's yours?
My least favorite character. Only characters that are pretty much I don't like the most is the sideline characters. The characters that don't have any real significance in the story.
They just are a deviation away from the main story too.
Yeah.
But Dragon Ball Z really didn't have like a side story. Everything they did was part of the actual storyline. They just kept it going on. Like when Piccolo was training Gohan for when Nappa and Vegeta were heading to Earth. And they did this whole kind of sort of like a side story, but it actually was still part of the main story, where Gohan meets all these kids and he goes through all that.
I think I'm on that, a little past that episode.
Way
And
past that, I think you're like in the Namek saga.
Right now I'm been watching Naruto.
My
But that is not
least,
part of it.
my least favorite character. My least favorite character would have to be Kid Trunks. Because when I saw his future self in the whole Android and Cell saga, I just thought that Trunks would pretty much be the same like that or something close enough to it, not arrogant and obnoxious. No, he was completely the opposite of future Trunks. And I know we're not talking about GT, but I completely hate that show. I hate how they made Trunks become such a pathetic weakling.
Well, supposedly it wasn't made by the
I
real
know.
creator.
It wasn't. That's why it did so poorly. Unlike Super, yes, a lot of people hate Super, a lot of people love it, but I'm not talking about the people who hate it. They are entitled to their opinions.
Yeah.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. They like the show or they don't.
If you don't like the show, you don't have to comment on it. It don't matter.
Right.
But I did not like the storyline. I did not like how it was at all. Anything of it.
I like the music played for when they were fighting on Earth now. I like that song because it actually tells you about.
Yes, but
It was a great song.
another thing I hated. Yes, they brought a fusion character from a movie into an actual series, Gogeta. But when they did the fusion with Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 against Omega Shenron, you'd think they would have taken it seriously, like when they fought against Janemba, but no, they played around like they were Vegito, like they didn't have a time limit. But they thought they had like 30 minutes. But because of them being in Super Saiyan 4, he only lasted a measly 15 minutes. So, and then they got their asses whooped.
You know, I wonder, this is off topic, but what would Gogeta look like as Super Saiyan Blue?
They've got pictures of what he would look
Pretty
like
much-
all over the
And-
internet.
And how long would he last?
Well,
10 seconds.
since, okay, they said in Super, but I totally don't agree with this, that they would only be fused as Vegito for 1 hour because fusions between Supreme Kais, that's the only way it's permanent. And, the thing is, if that's the case, then Zamasu's fusion should have dissolved after an hour too, because he was not a Supreme Kai. He was just an apprentice Supreme Kai who killed his master and took his earrings. And he fused with his self, who had Goku's body, which destabilized the fusion because one was immortal and the other one wasn't, which is why he had that freaky fusion. But he should have ran out of time too, because he was already fused before Vegito.
Alright.
And okay, they said his fusion would only last an hour, but because of the Super Saiyan Blue transformation and doing that final Kamehameha, made it to where his fusion only lasted 30 minutes. Now, if Gogeta were to do his fusion with Super Saiyan Blue and did a powerful attack, he'd only have enough time to do one attack and then defuse. That's it. Because he already has a time limit of 30 minutes. So, Gogeta would be completely useless.
Alright.
Last one.
Yeah.
My least favorite character would have to be the jumpsuit Gohan, because they gave him this ultimate ability, and then when he went and stopped training, he
Yeah.
just literally went down in strength and lost that ability. So he had to keep training to get the ability back.
He only had to train for 2 hours.
But
And he
still,
was able to go toe-to-toe with Goku Super Saiyan Blue.
Almost
But
Kaioken.
then, no, not even Kaioken. Once he did that, he was completely overpowered.
If he would have trained like
Which
a
means-
year longer.
Which means, I know there's a lot of Gohan fans out there thinking that he's going to be the one to beat Jiren. No, he's not.
he's probably
It
gonna
will
be
be
the next one kicked off.
Goku, because that's what this whole thing has been building up to. Goku fighting and defeating Jiren. That is what they're wanting to do. Vegeta will be fighting Jiren soon, and we'll find out if he can unlock Ultra Instinct, either movement or attack, which I don't think he will.
Alright, that'll be the final one. We hope you all enjoyed this first episode of Let's Talk Franchise. And I believe we actually made some good progress and
Yep.
some good video here.
I believe that too.
Knowing she didn't speak.
Well, she didn't know.
She was
Okay.
just sitting there,
Red-
back and forth.
My girlfriend Red Rose, which is her YouTube name, she is my partner in YouTube. On YouTube. She doesn't know much about.
YouTube.
Too bad.
She doesn't know much about like animated stuff. But sneak peek for next episode, it's gonna be Mario, and she knows all about that.
Yeah.
So she'll be our guest on that. But this is all of the franchisers,
She did.
and we're all out of here.
Bye.
Later.
Oh,
Bye.
this is Red Rose.
Bye.
This is Eric, Team Stardust.
Nick Rock. Bye.
Press stop.
Oh.
Bye. Bye.